Panda Piece was a spring 2016 series of animated shorts based on the cute and soft bred 4-koma manga of the same name, animated by Studio Asahi Production, creators of such classics as Hello Kitty, Apple Forest and the Parallel Tower, and directed by none other than Hatsuki Tsuji, the director of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It was clear that Panda Piece had lots of potential. But it is my opinion that Panda Piece far exceeded its expectations, and is actually the best anime ever made. You see, even though Panda Piece was marketed as a moe block show where cute girls eat bread, and many reviews criticised the show for being just that, a generic cute girl show that lacks any form of plot, all of these people are massively missing the point, and simply misunderstanding where the real value and meaning of this show lies. At first glance, the first episode of Panda Piece appears to be a completely generic slice of life. The main character is introduced, goes to their first date at new school, and makes friends. This is so generic and uninspired that it almost seems intentional. This is because Panda Piece is not actually a cute girl slice of life show, or is a deconstruction of the slice of life genre itself, and perhaps even all of anime as a medium. The closer you pay attention, the clearer this becomes. The first scene shows our boring main character getting excited over an egg sandwich. Throughout this scene, the camera is carefully positioned such that the main character's eyes, their main way of expressing emotion, are not visible to the viewer until the character makes their reaction to the egg sandwich, and then are not seen again until the classroom scene. Of course, all of this is very subtle, but this should make the viewer aware that the only character trait this girl has, the only thing she cares about, is bread. To add to this, once we get to the classroom, the first conversation she has, which leads to the creation of the friendship group of the show, is sparked by another girl's bread keychain. Not only is this a brilliantly subtle parody of a similar scene in Hibike Euphonium, where the first friendship is started by a tuba keychain, which shows just how little value slice of life friendships can have, it also continues the idea of making the gimmick of bread the focus of the show. This is why Panda Piece is such an amazing deconstruction. It points out just how boring and gimmick reliant most slice of life anime, and perhaps all anime in general, is, by intentionally being as boring and generic as possible, whilst using a completely absurd gimmick to show just how meaningless these gimmicks can be. Of course, this is all extremely subtle, so I don't blame everybody for missing out on this artistic genius. This continued throughout the show, and by now, I shouldn't have to point out every instance to you. I hope by now that you understand that Panda Piece is literally the best thing ever made.
The shows in this genre of cute high school girls doing cute things are exactly the same.